going to come down.
Favor making a third as he looks up. Making he finds the draw three. Stunning here from
Hello everybody, apologies for the extended break. We had to replay a couple rounds because somebody protested a helmet skin, and now we're here. Thankfully, we got through all of that messy business, and we get to go to round number 7. I am Lynx, joined by... Wait, that one? There we go. Benny Au on my... right? Left? I don't really know. And Benny, we have a round number 7 game. What are we feeling? What are we feeling about this one? What is it?
We got Emergence versus Mystic Academy, and I think I know one player here. It's only Devil, I believe. I think everyone else I've never casted. No clue who any of them are. It'll be interesting. We're on another map that we haven't seen today, but a map we don't want to see in general. I don't know how it's gonna happen.
Yeah. It's just it's not a great situation. But why do we pick this game? Why did we pick Mystic Academy versus Emergence? Well, this isn't why we picked it, but fun fact, Natural is on Mystic Academy and Warrior is on Emergence. Both of them were on the first team I ever casted in my entire casting career. So that's cool. Why did we pick this though? Well, leading into that, one of these teams, if they lose, will no longer be able to make the closed qualifiers for SCS. So on opposite sides of this match, one of the first people I ever casted will knock one of the first people I ever casted out of the league. That's funny to me. And the map is on Oregon, which isn't funny.
It's a decider match, and that's sure Oregon sucks, but it is a decider match. We need to see these teams bring everything out so they can keep themselves in at least contention for the close qualifiers. I don't know if they'll actually make it or not per se, because it's still another round left, but at least in contention for those qualifiers tomorrow. So Oregon it is. We'll see. As I said, we've harped on and talked about broken record, basics, fundamentals, blah blah blah.
Yeah, we've also talked about how much we've seen Oregon these few days. You can see I've decided to just try and throw a stress ball. By stress ball, I mean an empty granola bar wrapper on my desk to deal with the pain of watching Oregon for the 4th time out of 7 matches that we've casted so far. Had to lean back to do the math right there. Hopefully this one will be a bit more entertaining, as, well, Benny didn't really say that. He was like, oh, boo. Hope they do the basics. Hope they have a good game. But hopefully that segues and leads into an entertaining matchup. Find out soon. Getting into it right now. So I believe Emergence, yes, they are starting on the defense. Mystic Academy, they'll be on the attack. So Emergence get the benefit, starting off with a little bit of an easier burden, or a bit of a less of a burden.
Yeah, let's see what they ban out. Is it going to be the same old Thatcher? Could be a changer after that for the second attacker ban, but usually, Valkyrie Mira is the considered ban. But we've seen actually a bit of difference. We've seen with my ban here and there. We've seen Mira available on these Oregon games. So maybe we'll see that again, change things up, but they're taking a while to decide.
Taking a while to decide for a Thatcher ban. Awesome. Super cool. Second ban following up a little bit quick. Could have a Maverick. I feel like it's a common ban we've seen throughout the qualifiers so far on Oregon when you've seen it. Instead, it'll be a Hibana ban. Still, not something we've actually seen too much in the qualifier on Oregon, but something that many of us have seen countless times throughout Rainbow Six Siege. Might have a Cage to still follow it up, but we'll probably go back to maybe a Mira or Valkyrie since, nope, never mind. Even though Maverick is on the board, they'll still take down that Cage charge because Cade's annoying.
Yeah. Cade is still very annoying to deal with, and sure, Maverick's available, it's still time wasted trying to get those hatches open with the Kaid available. And last ban usually is Valkyrie, usually in these instances because of how powerful Valkyrie can be. Mirror can still be dealt with in a sense, either by, Twitch drones, Selma charges, grenades, some kind of thing you can do there. So it's not like crazy to deal with Mirror compared to Valkyrie. Valkyrie's just, that's a tool you don't want to deal with. We've seen times, we already saw previous matches Oregon with Valkyrie available, and they're just swinging everything.
Yeah. Though, with Hibana off the board, bringing that ace, I mean, it's not a requirement, but for those Mira windows, it will be a lot easier to deal with. But if the other team isn't running Mira, which to be fair, they're not right now, but they could change that with the 6-pick. As I pause and wait to see. Nope, they won't. They'll all lock in their operators. And Natural, 6-picking to... Okay, there we go. I was about to say, let's not 6-pick to Amaru on basement. That'd be the dumbest thing we've seen all day. They'll instead go to the Capital. That does mean, though, their hard reaching is a little... Oh, wait, no, it's not. I always forget. Capital's got 2 can openers. Honestly, good 6-pick, actually, then.
Yeah, like I said, otherwise, if they're not going to open anything too big, though, I will say they are actually reinforcing elbow, so maybe the thermite would have been nice to open that up per se. But the cannon boarders are nice for just the hatches. But I say that hatches are actually being opened. There's actually a roam by emergence. So having the cannon openers here may actually be ending up being a detriment, because you may need to open up some of those walls like elbow, or those walls into into meeting as well if they want to push these defenders back. So I do wonder how it'll work out. I'm interested too, because maybe they brought the buck. So I wonder, is the buck because I thought it was gonna be dorms first?
That'd be my guess. Buck also isn't too useful, but I mean, honestly, maybe he's just bringing it for the burn. It's the only one with flashes, but there's no Jaeger or Wamai actually for emergence, so I don't know, maybe Devil's just the Buck player. All right, never mind. They're just rushing downstairs. There are quite a few players stacked up on this roam, and there's only one person on the site. Oh, man, that's just the oldest trick in the book right there. But there's Moshizo on the hatch, who could put a stop to this rush if she plays her cards right. But so far, it's only Son of Finn on the site trying to make something happen and stop his team from losing this round. Kaiko's got 2 kills, and a nice pre-fire by Natural rounds out the third. A fourth finds itself soon after. And Moshizo, the only player whose name for emergence I think I've actually said in this round, is the only one left upstairs off the site. And it's looking like Mystic Academy will get an attacking win much earlier on than I think emergence were anticipating.
Yeah, even, we talked about the lineup was kind of interesting, but they read that well, where they're just going to say, hey, there's quite a roam here. We're just going to catch them off guard, rush the site, and that was a good rush, actually, too, because a lot of teams sometimes rush and they'll run into a bit of a wall and they'll stop. Mystic Academy didn't do that. They ran into one player on site who did get a kill, but they didn't stop. They pushed straight in the site, got that plant down, cut down every single player that was rotating back to site, killed the person on site too on top of that. And from there, it was pretty much done and dusted. Once they got the plant down, left Moshizo by herself to try and bring that back. So great job from Mystic Academy. And at that point, we're just like, no, okay, we're going to go upstairs now. We're not going to try that again.
Yeah. Understand. I mean, well, you could try basement again. Just, maybe have a couple more players on the site. Go for a different strategy. Don't think you need to ring the alarm bells and completely switch sites, but live your truth, Queen. Go for it. Do your thing. If that means switching sites, I guess go for it. Though, based on the lineup we have here, I mean, they could roam down below if they wanted to, but doubt it. Could open up some holes inside of security, maybe reinforce the single panel down below in kitchen. They have quite a few C4s, specifically 2, Perseus and Cordell respectively, so it is an option, but their really only utility would be those reinforcements and maybe some magnets if Moshizo puts them down there. But looks like overall, aside from maybe somebody down below, be mainly holding on the site as, well, after losing to a rush, usually going to overcompensate after that to make sure you don't lose around in the same way.
It's interesting though, because so little differences here. They've opened up into walk-in closets, so someone may actually play walk-in closet. And then on top of that too, usually we see teams reinforce the wall closest, or not closest, farthest from the big window. That's from that kids dorms area. They reinforce the closest wall instead, actually, so that they actually have. That's interesting they did that, so that if you jump in, if the person below doesn't kill you, you can't actually see them when they jump in if you're playing inside kids dorms. So a lot of interesting choices here from emergence when it comes to the reinforcements, what they played off of. We have seen teams open up that half of that wall into attic so they can play off of it and try and deny the push through trophy into into sites. That is happening, but so far we see from Mystic Academy they're just going to take control of big tower first, go for that attic pressure so that the player playing that pit position or swamp position can't do that, can't stop that push if they were to eventually go from trophy into sites. And that should be the start so far. Otherwise, I don't see anything else from Mystic for the moment.
Devil's still sticking with his buck right now, though. Not going below the site. Instead, he's just opening up some rotations on the same floor, on that second floor, just to allow the attack to move through master bedroom, move into armory, just rotate in between those areas a little bit easier. You see Kaikio watching to see if anybody's playing close on that attic wall. Nobody is, so Maverick doesn't have to worry too much as he opens up that wall. First to go down, but not to die, is Weston. I think he died from Pit, not from Son of Finn, playing on this deployable shield. Though Son of Finn will smoke off the buck, pushing him back down the armory stairs. A lot of pressure mounting in front of this shield, but with nobody really dealing with Moshizo and Attic, they can pour that utility in there, but they're lucky that nobody lost their life in the process.
Yeah, they still have control of walking closet with a single player, and Son of Finn gets a kill. Wonder Warrior, flank. He downs
Devil
tries to finish him up, but can't do so. But still, it's a lot of damage done to these attackers. And now with this, they haven't made the push through. They haven't stopped this push, and the fuser's also inside of walk-in closet. Son of Fin's now taking control of master bedroom, and they can just play off of this, play off the diffuser being down in master bedroom, and wait for the last 3 attackers to push their way through. Unfortunately, the player in Attic is slow going, and there it is. KQ with the kill onto Bushizo, take control of Attic. And another great kill. Son of Fin backing off, taking out Weston. Perseus there, taking control of that too. And Devil, he's fighting back, but it's a 1v3.
And he loses that fight pretty soon after. So for Emergence, a round that was pretty much built off the flaws from Mystic Academy. Not to minimize their own play, but nobody watching the white stairs or the main stairs flank, despite the fact that their entire attacking lineup was pretty much on main stairs. Trying to deal with Sonafin behind that shield, but not really having an answer from Moshizo playing inside of Attic, even though they had a player pushing up from Big Tower. Moshizo really wasn't contested all that much behind the deployable shield until much later on in the round after the damage had already been done. Just a bit of a sloppy attack coming from Emergence, starting in the right places, but moving forward after those entries was really where things started to collapse. And, well, not even collapse. Never really built up in the first place.
I was like, yeah, they had over control. They couldn't take control of walk-in closet because the single wall was unreinforced since I was playing it. And then, like you said, they had nobody really push Attic until the end of the round. So nothing really ever really came to fruition for Mystic Academy. Much different round there. But if I'm going back to the basin for another try, and well, you can judge from the lineup, are they going for that roam again despite Mystic Academy being able to just rush in? Maybe this time they'll be more aware of how quick, Mystic Academy can just get into the building and be more aware to try and stop that from happening. We'll see what happens differently this time, but so far it looks to be the same exact lineup, same exact strategy from Emergence in this round.
Dude, if they lost this round in the same way, that would be awesome. Dude, that would be great. That would be sick.
that would be the ultimate burn to see them just lose it again in the same exact way.
5 seconds remaining.
It's funny because it's actually a different lineup too this time from the side of Mystic Academy.
Well, I mean, Devil going to the Jackal, I assume they're playing into the roam now, would be my guess. They're also not all spawning next to each other, so probably not a rush. Benny, I don't know about you, but I feel like that's a pretty safe bet.
Yeah, I would say so too. I don't know. Kaiko's bringing the Ash, so maybe maybe Kaiko just go by themselves and just walk in and just kill anybody. I don't know.
Nah, that'd be stupid. That'd probably be really dumb of them. They will spot pretty quickly that there is some kind of extension and some kind of roam.
Wow.
Being brought out by Emergence. Perseus, almost spots the head of... Who is that? That is Devil moving inside of Master Bedroom. Not active intel, or maybe some active intel on the player inside of Attic. He knows at least there is somebody there. He's not able to find a gunfight yet. He will spot Perseus as the Vigil had not activated his ERC just yet. Warrior. That was a kill and a half right there, and he somehow lets it slip through his fingers. Now Perseus pulling back, hasn't found anything yet, but him and Warrior likely rotating back soon.
Yeah, at this point, they're probably just trying to waste time. Perseus, though, gets a kill on Devil, so one fight traded out. And now Perseus stuck inside of kids. I don't know if the hatch is open. Looks like he's trying to run to the hatch, but he's cut down by Kaiko. And now at that point, that roam, not doing so great per se, but it's been traded. It's been bloody for Mystic Academy. And that's probably what the intent is just to make sure they waste time, waste bodies, waste utility going into the execute. And then that, the last 3 players can just play for sight and just play for time, really, as they have to force the execute. So at this point, I'm assuming Moshizo and Cordell will back off now, having lost 2 of their members.
Nah, they got the fuser, dude.
Do they have the diffuser?
They got the fuser. They chilling.
Are they actually going to play for it? Oh, my God.
Honestly, Benny, I might be a silly Samuel right here, but I'm pretty sure there was one player on site again.
I don't think Abe's on site.
What?
Nobody's on site.
No, I mean, like the strat. I think there were 2 players on site again.
No, the strat was...
Or one player on site.
Yeah, I think it was Son of Finn who was on site who then now is upstairs.
So they actually might have been able to rush a second time, and unfortunately for them, they decided not to go that way. They played into the roam, and well, as you can see, it has not gone very well, unfortunately. Weston still does not have the diffuser, and if he wants to get it, he'll have to cut through. Well, only one defender right now, but the defender is aiming exactly at the Yana, and he can't fight back before Cordell pulls the trigger. 2 rounds in a row for Emergence, and significantly better than the rush that got Mystic Academy their first win.
I guess it's almost like, it's like football. You can only blitz so many times.
That's true.
It is.
I don't watch football, though, so I don't know.
I don't watch football either. I just know that one thing that you can only blitz so many times and a half. That's all I know.
Don't use a reference when you don't know the source material.
That's all I know.
If there's one thing where I can pull my nerd card, it's that. No, I do that all the time, actually, so never
How
mind.
about this? How often do you pull that card? But either way, that was around with Mr. Academy. They didn't try to blitz this time. They thought, hey, we can't blitz multiple times. We're just going to actually push through them this time. But Emergence, like that same strat before, they put all of their cards into that roam. They had 4 members roaming around. They had a Vigil. They had Mozzie Pest. They had Mute Jammers. You could see it was a pain in the butt to try and figure out those roamers. And well, it ended up being a 3-3 at the half there. Trading out kills, trading out roamers for other players on the attack. And from there, but the problem was, one of those players had the diffuser. They left inside of dining. And that kind of led at that point, Mr. Academy had to try to retrieve the diffuser, swath through the defenders who they didn't have intel on. And that's kind of led to their demise at that point. So we go on to our tertiary side for Emergence, who've been on a roll so far, but they got to now do meeting in kitchen.
I think Emergence win this round.
Confidence.
No reason why. Just I got a gut feeling.
Oh, one of those like spidey senses.
Can we say that?
Okay. Oh, am I gonna get arrested?
Did we get sued for that?
DMCA strike.
Can we get Digital Millennium Copyright acted?
Who
I say that?
Who is Digital Millennial Copyright Act? That's a crazy name.
It's a legislation, Benny.
No, it's a person.
No, it's not.
Yeah, they've been going around striking people.
Was that the dude who protested the helmet skin earlier?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, right now, it appears that Son of Finn might be the only one on site again. I think there might be somebody else in meeting. No, I asked Cordell's in security. Man, they really love just sticking one dude on site, don't they?
Well, he's playing a pretty good position, though. He's playing that stage position, which usually people see. And they have the hatch still.
Yeah, and I guess Warrior's on the hatch, but quickly he'll likely be pushed back once Natural opens up that stage wall. All right, Son of Finn is now dropped, and, well, we already saw Mystic Academy. We're a little bit lackluster on the flank watch previously, so if nobody's watching drones, and if there's nothing on back tower stairs, Son of Finn could very well get a nice kill here. Devil is not watching. Him and Kaikio and Natural both watching the breach. The man going on flank watch has the diffuser right now, and he has a flashbang in his pocket, and Son of Finn, kind of like earlier, probably whiffs the easiest gunfight known to man. Maybe not the easiest, but definitely one that probably should have gone his way.
It's unfortunate. And now at this point, though, they've gotten the first pick in Cordell on site. They've gotten to kill Son of Finn flanking. They have control of Attic. Well, not really control, but they at least can contest it. And they have the wall open. The question is, do they know if players like Perseus playing by the sandbags? He's playing by the sandbags, so he can't get shot by the drone hole. Otherwise, Nebsy can get a throw grenade. I mean, he actually does the damage, but doesn't kill him. Warrior upstairs in Attic, and Perseus allowed to just swing onto the player's stage. Can he get refragged, though, as Natural's going to walk and take that kill? Moshizo now the last one left, trying to bring it back for their team. You can only see one nose ones inside a big tower, but there's 2 of them, actually. Nebsy pulls up, finishes them off. Mystic Academy will take 1 round back and tie it up.
Well, Benny, I was wrong. I was not correct.
Yeah, well, they tried.
That's true. They did try. Mystic Academy just went for kind of the traditional stage plant. You open up the stage wall, open up the attic wall. Then at that point, it's really a matter of just pushing the defenders back, trying to hold those angles, make sure nobody flanks and disrupts you. And while Son of Finn probably could have, maybe not have won the round there, but probably could have made it a hell of a lot easier. Once you lost Son of Finn and Cordell, who were your 2 core site players inside of meeting, not a lot you can do there. When the rest of the defense now has to rotate back down with no real avenues into meeting where the attack is playing, unless you push in through split, and even then you got to take a long angle gunfight. So once you lost the Maestro and the Smoke, just a really difficult round to bring back after that.
I definitely agree there. It's just so difficult with this, especially if long meeting fights with other members of the attack that have long range engagement or long range optics and rifles that are made for that.
Actually, you know what, Benny? Why was Son of Finn the one to go for that flank?
Because he was the one playing stage. He dropped down.
No, but why?
He could have probably just returned back to split.
Why can't the Smoke pull back and one of the 3 defenders roaming upstairs go for the flank?
That's a good question, actually. Someone could have probably went through Freezer and just ran around and played that. I don't know why Son of Finn on the Smoke had to be the one to only play stage, seeing as a pretty powerful, a very difficult position to play in.
Because I mean, stage is a powerful position, but now he's got to pull back. Now he's got to rotate back, and will be in a worse position to use those smokes. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. Because it's like you could easily throw the smokes from like the rotate from kitchen side too, couldn't you? You don't have to play stage to throw the smokes. I can see your reason there. That's definitely an interesting one. Well, Natural's getting the first pick onto Warrior, just firing through the big window. That's not a good start.
I know both those two people.
And he lost his life in front of big window again.
They teamed together 2 years ago. I remember that.
Just screaming that.
Warrior's been getting active over the past couple days, and unfortunately here, the way he was playing at Small Tower seemed kind of symptomatic of the problems we've seen over him when we've cut to his POV on the stream. He's very impatient, very struggles to sit still. We'll say that. He might have been the first to fall, but Cordell, at least, playing inside of security, is able to bring things back. So trading out a Jaeger for the Yana, at least indirectly in terms of utility, I would make that trade. Warrior's not going to do much. He's also not been having the best game in terms of utility and his performance. So losing nades and a Gone 6, again, I'd make that trade. And plus, Mystic Academy, look at the tools they have in their arsenal. Still have 2 sets of nades, 3 Candelas, and Kaikio could very well get the next kill onto Cordell if sure he's playing close for the shotgun, but if he's not paying attention, that could be it. There we go. Made it easy for him.
Yeah, Cordell just swings it and loses his life to it. Really, that's an unfortunate way to do it. Son of Fin upstairs trying to help out. Devil to kill on the Moshizo as well on white stairs. Grenade comes through to push Son of Fin back, but now it's a 2v4 for Emergence here. They gotta bring things back. Perseus and Son of Fin have to get aggressive and try and find players. Actually, Son of Fin drops into kitchen, leaving Perseus by themselves and gets killed on the flank. Now it's just Perseus in a 1v4 and he's dead. What?
I mean, to be fair, it's a 2v4 right there. Son of Fin. Somebody had to make a play. It was just somebody had to bite the bullet and probably fight in an unideal situation. So I get what Son of Fin was going for there. It's different than what he did on Meeting, right? Because when Son of Fin was there, he was the only side player in Meeting. His utility could have still been very impactful, and it was only like, what, a 4v5? That go around, it's a 2v4. The attack are basically inside of the site. Somebody had to try and go huge.
I guess, but like he could have, like you saw right there, he could have stopped the white push with the smoke canisters and allowed Perseus then to get aggressive.
Yeah, shut your mouth. How about that? Why you gotta keep talking?
But either way, that's Mystic Academy to take 3. Are they gonna have a 4-2 half?
I mean, at this rate, dorms, not the best for Emergence. Where are they gonna go back? They gonna go back to basement? Probably.
That would be the choice, really. They've had a pretty good roam last time, and
there we go.
Well, I guess
yes, they had a pretty good roam, but they still left one guy on the site. Again, I'm praying they do it again. That'd be so funny. Also, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Nova can hear me right now. Nova, when it turns from the prep phase to the action phase, I want you to see if there's only one guy on the site. Actually, scratch that. Not when it's the prep phase. Wait till about 30 seconds into the action phase, then see if Son of Fin's the only one on the site.
10 seconds left.
You want to bet money on it?
$5.
I'm not gonna bet that because it's obvious at this point from the way it looks. From the way it looks, obviously, it definitely looks like Simon's the only one on site. Why are you playing in the closet?
Well, Nova, you don't need to cut back. I think we have the answer to our question. Pretty much determined.
So now the question is, are you gonna bet on Mystic now rushing?
Oh my god. No, they're not gonna do it again.
Oh, come on. They're gonna run into the roam again? Well,
they literally could. They literally could rush again.
Yeah, I told you. They can just walk in the site. Like all of the utility reinforcements.
They have the Ying too.
They're on the first and second floor. It's like
they got 2 people, big tower. And never mind. Weston gets the first kill anyway.
It's a good kill though. Hey, they slam Perseus. Perseus last time they're pretty good on the roam, so great job to get the first pick there. Warrior is by himself now, so if they can isolate Warrior, get that pick, isolate him out, and then try and deal with Moshizo and Cordell, or part Moshizo because she's playing inside of Meeting and Hatch. So oh wow.
Wow, that's I actually did not expect Cordell to be the next to fall, but once they, I assume, droned out the mute inside of Z, they're like, okay, grenade time. Warrior's now dropped down. Ooh, 2 players for Emergence now bring it back. Moshizo and Warrior, the latter of which is now rotated and joined the castle on the first floor. Both bring the man count back, but realizing that there are 2 players off-site, they say, hey, wait, hold up. Does that mean Son of Fin is the only one left inside a basement again? And Weston will scurry his little booty down laundry stairs, and unfortunately misses the chance to take down Son of Fin, who's already used 2 of his toxic canisters, and they are still half the round remaining.
There's a lot of time now for him to play with. But yeah, I guess it really depends on what. I'm assuming Natural still has Candelas left. And if he can waste one more smoke, use those Candelas for the entry onto site. This could be right, but Sunfin actually now playing aggressive, which I guess makes sense. If you're running those smoke canisters, which he has now, he has no smoke canisters left. You have to get aggressive and try and take these fights. Stop the aggression. Now the question is, Mystic, what is their plan? I see multiple players in very different positions, but it seems like Weston and Natural now are stacked up, pushing a bunker. It looks like Moshizo and Warrior are aware of this. They're going to now position themselves, try and stop them happening. Though Devil elsewhere, he loses Son of It.
Well, Son of It finally goes for a flank that works, but Moshizo, never mind, actually. I thought Natural was aware of the castle's presence, but now he's scrambling to get the next kill. Well, hopefully the last kill. That could win them the round, but no. Emergence, 3v1. Nets them a 3-3 even half on Oregon. Not the best, but to be honest, Benny, based on those basement defenses we were seeing, kind of lucky that that the attack never pushed into.
Yeah, for the same. It was the same strat every single basement defense.
I actually can't believe that they were just like, "Yo, run it back." Like, you left Son of Finn down there alone.
Mr. Academy's like, "Yo, run it back the same roam clear."
Like. Why?
Oh my god! I thought the third time around, they would try for the blitz again.
Maybe I'm wrong. Like when I start criticizing this hard, I start second guessing myself. Did they change anything?
Who, the defense?
Yes.
No. Same exact lineup, same exact. I'm assuming same exact positions, but it was the same concept.
I gotta know why they made that call. I need to know why. There's got to be something I'm missing.
Because it was the same thing. 2 players on the first floor, 2 players on the second floor, roaming together in duos, and then playing for the trades and the kills. And then yeah, Mystic Academy, they had a great blitz, and then they just never did it again.
Bro, this could literally be a 5-1 half. Like the only thing they had to stop a rush was Moshizo watching bunker door, like from the meeting hatch.
It was really the only thing. They could have just ran by it. Like, just ran by it. They didn't even have to go to E-Box. You could run through the hallway and just push through it on the fit-in closet and kill them. Like, I don't know. And again, maybe there's something we're missing here. Maybe there's something and that's the reason why they didn't roam, or rush. But now we're gonna see. Wait, is this the same play like we saw from like Two-Face, where they're just gonna sit and shower and not get droned?
I hope not. I'll literally kill Kaikyo through the soft wall right now. He's still sitting there. Oh, nope. Devil with an impact trick will give him an escape and then also escape himself. Run back down Freezer Stairs as I imagine Kaikyo will join him soon, but Kaikyo's kind of like the warrior of this team, I've noticed. He very much likes quick peeking, trying to take gunfights, and well, that's exactly what he does, and almost loses his head because of it.
Just the perfect example.
Yeah, literally that. Literally that.
Well, this time though, we see Mystic Academy. They're playing for that more bunker style defense. Sure, they had some roamers, but they're just there to waste time, waste utility, waste drones. And now we're gonna see them walk into, well, we're gonna see if Emergence can deal with those mirrors. And actually, Kaikyo now going for the T3 roam. If they don't drone out tower, we're gonna see something similar like we've seen in previous Oregons, where he's gonna go for that flank later on. And that could be the end of their attack if he isn't caught out, or at least thrown out for them. Whether or not we see Emergence, if they can deal with these mirrors, because these mirrors are the default mirrors, but they're difficult to deal with because the bot is not available, and Thatch is banned, and I'm not sure if they can deal with it.
Oh, they have no ace, a bot banned. A little bit more difficult to deal with those mirror windows. You could, of course, use the Rotero drones to maybe push the player playing on the mirror window off of it. Okay, Kaikyo, instead of going back to the site, decided to crawl up to Big Tower. I don't know why that surprises me. Should have anticipated that. Cordell, he gets the first pick, pushes down Laundry Stairs, and he finds the mirror playing on Freezer. So that is one way to deal with it, I suppose. Another way to deal with that C4, leave. Just don't let it kill you, Forehead. Easy move right there. But now Warrior's got to watch his back because Kaikyo has decided to pounce. Pushing down those stairs, you know for a fact that nobody droned out T3. So now Kaikyo, very easy kill. No, he gives his position away, and Warrior turns on him. Opportunity missed. A 2K for Warrior as Kaikyo's flank completely unsuccessful. Now look at this. Little baby Natural. First player I ever casted is now dead. I was going to try to hype up maybe he could clutch it, but then he died. My fault. My fault, original gangster.
Wow, so maybe they should be on that roam because, like, yeah, it looks like Emergence played that well. They were able to poke and prod, find weaknesses, despite not really clearing and getting kills on the roam clear per se, wasting some time on that clear. The fact that they were then to transfer to site, find picks like Cordell, who was playing on site as the mirror, find picks on players downstairs. Even the fact that Warrior is trying to get a flank, or not gonna Warrior, Kaikyo is trying to get a flank off, and he gets swung on by Warrior. Members trying to take fights and try to bring it back, despite having aids like the mirror window. Kind of crazy, but still great work from Emergence. Great start, and well, it's similar like we saw from Mystic Academy. Can they keep it up though? While we're on a timeout though.
And you want to mega me up right now?
Shut up. Shut your. You're making me up. See, that's when I made that joke during the break. Is if you're making me up, can I become Mega Man?
Actually, so I tried to do if you ever have you watched Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Of course, yeah.
So have you noticed that like whenever Sokka or somebody makes a joke and nobody laughs, there's always a cough in the background?
I might not have noticed that. I haven't watched it in a while. I
Well,
think last time I watched it was with you guys back like a while
It
ago.
is. Oh, I forgot about that. God, that watch party was so much fun.
That was a while ago.
But I coughed like they do in the show, but then I realized my mic probably didn't pick it up.
Oh no,
so.
I didn't hear the cough.
Yeah, so I just coughed. I was like,
It was just silent.
Probably couldn't heard that. I mean, the silence still conveyed my point.
Yeah, the sound was also good too. I know you weren't laughing.
Yeah. You get the point. By the way, it's not a tactical timeout from Emergence. I believe somebody had a sound bug. So they just
yeah. So taking a
Sorry.
bit of time as
Gotta be transparent, guys. From I said he was cutting the cams, and I had my feet up on the desk.
Oh, that's why there was a pause there. I wonder why it took so long.
Yeah.
Why is it not changing?
No, I had the ring light off and feet up on the desk. I was like, ugh.
You're just lounging. You're just
Yeah,
lounging. Oh my god.
Listen, we were in a rehost. I was feeling it. I was sitting here. I was like, okay. I was bopping my head to the imaginary beat. Then all of a sudden, he's like, cameras? I'm like, ah! Scared me. And funny enough, right as we cut back to our beautiful faces, Perseus entered the lobby. So, bye.
Bye-bye.
Go away.
I'll see you next. No.
Back to the game. Ooh, look at that. No stinger. We crossfaded that. You see
Right
that?
into the game.
No
Straight to
stinger. Just hit it with a crossfade.
it. Straight to it.
Straight into it. No delay. No time wasted. Benny, what I have to say, why do teams always do the site rotation? Try it again.
I don't know. I guess. I don't know that round. It'd be different if it was like a close round, but that wasn't really that close.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's not like they were doing some strat. They're like, all right, if this doesn't work, it's hopeless. Like they were just defending basement.
I feel like if you can't make a bunker strat work on Oregon defense, there's an issue.
Make an adjustment. Don't have Kaikyo sitting in T3. Have him like playing pillar.
True. Yeah. That was also an issue that nobody was really playing pillar at all either. Too. That is a good point. So
Yeah,
I think
they can have that one for free.
I guess it depends too on like what their like IGL is like though too, and what their experience is, because these are like amateur teams. Maybe they aren't quite adapted making those small changes.
That's actually a good question. I don't know who the IGL is. Natural, I'm pretty sure used to be the IGL for his teams, but I know Devil is also an IGL, so I don't know who actually is the IGL.
That's the point. Like maybe the IGL wasn't maybe confident in making those small changes, so they just went for a different site entirely. Hard to say.
I said IGL so much, it reminded me of another Avatar bit. When Zuko's doing the Iroh impression, he's like, you must save yourself by looking into yourself to save your other self.
Oh. Oh, dude, that episode with Iroh is just so sad though. Oh god.
That's just a completely different episode than the one I was referencing. Natural.
It
gets
was,
this.
but when you think of Iroh, I just think of that episode though.
That's
I
true.
just can't not think of it.
Connect,
Either way.
dude. Just walk into his crosshairs, please. Oh.
He does, and he's gonna die. And he gets a second. Oh, he almost got a second one. That was hilarious though. Oh my god.
No, that wasn't funny.
That was
not
funny to me. That was
no, it wasn't. What was he doing? Was he leaving over to get another Dorito? Is he not looking at his monitor?
He just stared at
Was he switching Billie Eilish albums like Warrior was doing yesterday?
It's funny too, because like after he missed a few shots, I thought he would just get up. He just sat there and let him just pre-fire.
Well,
Oh,
Nebsy's down as well. So far, any Mystic player who's tried to do anything above Kitchen has died. Devil's also in the worst spot known to man. C4's been shot out, and he'll thankfully get away, at least for the moment. We're down to 50 HP. Now the Kaikyo's got...
wow. Okay. Oh, my
I
God.
get you got to make a play, but peeking big window never seems to end well for anybody. Thermite has just worked his way into the site, and it's a flawless round for Emergence. Do we really need to say anything about that?
I thought, like, you know, we're going on defense. We'll see some good from Miss Academy. They'll keep it close, but this has not been close. What is going on? What is Missy Academy doing?
Now I believe we have an actual timeout.
Yeah, they need to think some things over because those 2 rounds were just...
Yeah. This is it's actually a good time to take a timeout after those 2 defenses have not worked. So, I mean, it sucks that it's 5-3, that they are close to match point, but, like, it's still a good time to take a timeout.
Yeah, I guess, like, that first round wasn't too bad. Like, it wasn't horrible per se. Just, you know, losing those gunfights, not having Kaikyo in maybe a position to help his team out when it came to execute on sight. But then that second defense on dorms, just pick after pick after pick, and just... there was no semblance of any kind of resistance for Mystic Academy that round, so I can see why.
No, there was, just not good ones. There was resistance. It wasn't that funny.
No, I'm just thinking how bad that round was. That's why I'm laughing.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't great.
Especially
that's
kill onto natural.
Yeah, that really wasn't a good start. But now we get to start again. Take the timeout. Okay, let's get things sorted.
They're on a tertiary site though, so again, like you said before, they're kind of not trying to redo.
Why are they
any
doing
of...
this site hopping?
Yeah, it's like I can see why you would site hop like from dorms and you go back to basement. Basement wasn't too crazy. Sure, it was at least was somewhat of a fighting chance. There was a chance there to bring it back.
Yeah, but it's not like the strat itself is flawed.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
they're
I would say it
defending
makes
these
sense
sites normally. Just try it again. Natural. If you're holding that angle and you don't want to play it anymore because you died, don't play it. Play on the hatch. Play a different angle.
Oh.
You don't need to give up the entire site.
Yeah.
I don't like it when teams do this. Like,
and now they go from like the strats of bunker style to entirely roam style strat instead now because they're playing kitchen. They're playing kitchen and meeting now. So they're just jumping from one spectrum to another.
I mean, I'm not saying this like this isn't going to come to a win. Obviously, they spent that minute going over the flaws they probably had on the previous sites, talking about how they can remedy those and what they should do going into this site. So, still a good chance that they could come away with this. But I don't like it when teams do that, Benny. I just don't.
Coach Links here saying, "Don't do that."
No, have some faith in yourself. Try to go for some of those adaptations. Don't just play the site hopping.
Oh, if they can't find this success in this fight site either, though, it's not.
I'm taking a drink of water.
Well, so far, it's going to be see how Emergence clear this roam. It's been the first time we see them really clear a roam. They were sure there was a bit of roam on that first site, but it wasn't really a true roam here. As you see, there's reinforcements, there's utility, and Warrior also not spawning the vigil on whites. There's a
Bro, he's still doing it.
And
Warrior's still doing it. He did it yesterday. He keeps face checking these angles in which they don't have any intel.
Wow.
However, doesn't really matter because Perseus and Sonafin, after Warrior sort of gives his life away, just push in either with or without intel. And
wow.
Sonafin saved by the grace of God with that one.
Great intel. Hey, great intuition to stand on it. And then he just knows there's someone there, but it's a shotgun, so he's not going to win that fight. But it still leaves Devil and Nebsy. Devil also still playing Attic, and Nebsy going off, trying to bring it back for his team with shotgun kills. Great job. And this could leave, now just leaves Cordell and Perseus to try and bring it back. And, well, there's still been time. There's still a minute 30 to figure things out, drone things out. They still have a couple of drones to just figure out what's going on here. And if they can just push on site, push together, which they're not at the moment. Well, actually, no, Percy is playing the hatch, so they are together, actually.
But do they have enough to go for a plan? That's the question. Now, with Nebsy playing close, it's a little bit difficult. I don't believe, yeah, Perseus probably can't get an angle on Nebsy's position right there. Plus, with no hard breaching, they can't open up the single panel. So they are solely relying on coverage at that hatch. And Nebsy playing close with a shotgun could very well swing out before Perseus can react. Perseus trying to use his nades to get some vertical play, but fortunately, odds of that happening aren't that great. Cordell can't spot Devil holding an angle through security, and Castle spots him a bit sooner than Cordell can react. They'll finally consolidate outside of security, moving in through Z, going for maybe a stage plant instead, but with this little utility, they'll send a nade over to the Castle barricade to blow it up, but now Mystic will start looking that way. Could be a decoy, a bait, no. Still using the little time they have remaining to gain a little bit more intel to try to swing this 2v2 into Emergence favor. As Cordell causes a lot of noise over on split side, Perseus has moved over to kitchen and will make his way into the site. Nebsy whiffs his opportunity onto Diana, and there's Perseus. He finally opens things up. Nebsy, the only one left. The Finka spots him, but then pulls off. Instead goes for the plant so Cordell can watch. Nebsy pulls out the shotgun, but there's nobody close enough to take that angle, and Cordell on the coverage is successful, holding it out. Almost to throw. Almost to throw from Emergence. They still win the round, win 3 attacks in a row. They put it on match point.
Mystic Academy, now they got to figure out what do they defend. But either way, Emergence, that was a great start. Clearing out that roam. Great job getting those kills, sir. Warrior did lose his life, as we say. He was getting too aggressive despite not having the intel on a player on white. That was the vigil of Kaikyo. But you see Perseus, son of Finn, take it back, put themselves in the man advantage. But you saw Nebsy, great job with the shotgun, takes down 2 players, gives them a 2v2 there. But there was a lot of time. There was a ton of time for Mystic Academy for Emergence to play with that, to figure things out. You saw Cordell, we saw Perseus, just try and figure things out. Just look around, push the players back, and it ended up being that Cordell makes a lot of noise, causes Mystic Academy to just move around thinking they're going to push for the meeting, but they're actually not going. They're going instead pushing onto site, pushing onto kitchen. Perseus able to get that first kill, and at that point get the plant down. Cordell gets the cover. Good round from Emergence, good recovery despite losing 2 players to Nebsy. But here now, what does Mystic Academy do? They've lost every single site.
Now, Betty, now they have to start adapting.
10 seconds left before insertion.
When they played basement 3 rounds ago. See the point I was trying to make earlier? Because now you got to be like, okay, well, what did we do wrong all the way back then? And now we got to do it. Except now you have to hope that the adaptations work on match point.
To see his point now, you could have done this like 2 rounds ago.
Yes. It's not even like there was a lot of mistakes here. Just some players not in the best positions, getting a bit over aggressive. Very easy mistakes to fix. But I suppose here with that same logic, I mean, they could still do it now and very well win this round. Everyone has started pulling back. Oh, or how does it say that? You can see Kaikyo alt walking up main stairs. Could very well lose his life here. He's not careful. Cordell hasn't Gemini replicated it yet, but right as he does, Kaikyo will shoot it and pull back down. So good to see they're not getting too aggressive. And hey, they've even got the opening pick.
Devil going aggressive on the freezer stairs, finding a good pick onto someone getting too aggressive. This time around, they being Warrior. It's Perseus walking down to the freezer. Freezer hatch hasn't been open, so nobody can get the refrag. Nobody can stop the swing from Devil. So really, kind of again, that's teams getting too aggressive. Members on the team pushing too quickly. Warrior's going to push down towards the big tower stairs. Weston's got that position on lock for the moment, and one other player from Mystic Academy playing pillar this time, so there's a bit more support for this big tower push if it happens, but it seems like there's more intent on that freezer laundry side.
Benny, Kaikyo is playing pillar.
Yeah.
Let's go. Very happy.
Let's go.
Ayo, dab me up. We're doing it. We've got the defense on lock right now. We've got the opening pick. They're all in their positions. Since Hibana's banned as well, the player playing bunker doorway is not as easily felled. No, Kaikyo, I was about to say, almost maybe rotated into the angle of Warrior, but instead he takes a gunfight on that single panel. Ooh, no. Unlucky for Devil, probably thought he was safe around the corner, but the nade just barely rolled into view before he had time to react. Probably just unlucky there, timing more than anything. It's still a 3v5 though. In a position to be picked back up. They have this single panel to continuously pepper shots on those main stairs, and for the first time in quite a long while, Emergence are struggling to find an opening in Mystic Academy's defense. They have bunker control, as it is fully reinforced, and pillar control as well. So this is good in that they have maybe enough to start going for a plant. With 1, 2 C4s actually for the defense. The final toxic canister going out does mean that it's only those C4s, but if they're trying to go for a plant inside of B, pushing in through E-box, odds are they're not long for this world. They will probably die. Sonofin will separate himself from this team, try to make a solo play in Freezer. As Cordell moves in, the C4 literally bonks him in the face, blows himself up pretty soon after. Sonofin is the only one with any bit of success in this round. Continues getting some success. A triple so far. Okay, we're at a 2v2, but with only 5 seconds left, it simply isn't happening. Nebsy, a 2K to round the round out, and to round out Mystic's first win on the defense.
And those were the little adaptations you were talking about. Just having players, in positions to crossfire, players to, play aggressive in places where they can't get refragged per se if they were to die. Like Kaikyo, he's playing aggressive, he's taking fights over by that single wall. He gets the first pick there's the first pick as well onto Devil, pushing down the stairs early, and nobody was at a refrag. So a little bit of mistakes from Emergence that comes to that entry game, and then unfortunately trying to bring it back, but Mystic Academy playing disciplined, playing it back, playing together on crossfires, and just slowly but surely wasting time, pulling back, waiting for Emergence to make their play, and then capitalizing on the mistakes they make when it comes to trying to push on the site. It's a great job from Mystic Academy. Let's see them do that again on dorms though this time. What?
Okami lost 7-2 to Goomba Gang.
What? Yo, who's on Goomba Gang? What the?
Goomba Gang is Perplexed, K2, Talon, Adarachi, Slickly, and Messiah.
And they lost 7-2 to them?
Yeah.
What the? I gotta be trolling or something. What?
I love SCS. I love the qualifiers so much. It makes me so happy.
Heck?
Oh, that was great. Oh, that was a knee slapper right there. I just wanted to update everyone on that performance, or that result in particular. Mystic Academy, they're going up to dorms, Benny. What do you know? A little bit difference. They're bringing I don't think they brought a cast on their dorms defense last time. No, they did. No, wait, no, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't. Sorry. No, sorry. I remember the castle barricade on the double door leading in from like where Weston is right now to White, but that was a basement. That was the basement row.
Yeah, I was about to say, what are you?
My fault. I mixed up the two.
Getting a little mixed up there, Lynx. Too many Oregon defenses.
Too many Mike and Ikes.
Too many Mike and Ikes. Oh, wow. Nebby just walked away from grenade just perfectly there. But so far, yeah, again, these castle barricades are just going to put more things for, Emergence to destroy going into this execute. But so far, nobody, at least Mystic Academy, is poking their heads out to get picked off. Like we saw previously, they're all playing for, waiting for it. Devil's in a good place to see if he can catch somebody from Emergence off if they're not aware of his presence. He's going to push through, looking through Green Hall, and I'm not sure if it is. There's hopefully a flank drone or somebody waiting for his presence. Also, Kaikyo with him. So there's a lot more maybe cheeky aggression or cheeky peeks from Mystic Academy compared to before.
Well, we can't see Moshizo watching the flank right now, and for what Emergence are going for, which is...
Oh, no.
Okay. Back up. Benefits of a Finka. Now that Emergence are going for a big window White take, even though there were 2 roamers, now there are only 1. They had pretty much a lot of what they needed. They needed to open that gen window, but they have big window. They have control of bottom White. Plenty of flank drones to watch their back. They get another pick, especially on a natural, making this a 5v3. That would be enough to probably start the execute, but Moshizo fortunately takes a heavy loss, but there we go. 3v2 actually. Weston starts to stop the bleeding for his team. definitely stops the bleeding. It's coagulated now at this point, but unfortunately, a lot of the burden is on him. With Natural on low HP, his only main use is his utility, but in a 2v2 with 45 seconds left, it's an important use at that. You can start throwing those toxic canisters either on white window or on white doorway or big window. Weston a triple so far, very much alleviating the burden that Natural felt with that utility. Now Sonovan, he's the only one saving a 7-4 victory. They might have a buffer. Better to win it here. Weston peaks, but he can't do it all. Sonafin and Natural on even HP. And with 25 seconds left, Natural drops. It gives Sonafin an opening to go for the plant, though. He will be guessing, still considering whether or not to go for it. He'll start the process. Natural, does he have an angle down below? I don't believe he does. Sonafin, he can outget it. The intel's not there in time. Natural has just let Sonafin get the bomb on the floor. They don't have any intel in the site. Never mind. He goes for the gamble, and the blast lands through the floor. It's not overtime. It's not over just yet. The Mystic Academy hold on for one more round.
Attackers need to protect it.
Wow. What a clutch there from Natural, but still, that was a round that was just back and forth, you know, teams. It was a great early pick there for Emergence. Not early, this was the first pick, though. They get that pick, and then there's trades. Devil's still running around downstairs, able to try and find, actually, what's Devil? I can't remember. I think it was Devil. Or Kaikyo.
Yes, it was Devil. Well, it was Devil and Kaikyo, but
yeah,
Devil was the one that died.
Okay, yeah, Devil's getting that pick. He gets straight up, but still, just making it difficult for the attack to really create the execute, which they've done in the past with nobody really roaming. You see here, right here. But, you know, Perseus and Cordell bring it in. Weston, though. Weston being the wall, being the one to hold on to games and stop the entire execute. He does go down to Son of Finn, making a 1v1. But good job from Natural. Just understands, hey, he's probably planting here and shotguns the already low Son of Vin to the ground and finishes him off. So great job to them. One more round overtime. Let's see if Mystic Academy have it in them to win 3 in a row that they've lost 3 in a row previously.
Benny, the Mad Lads just might do it. When I was dogging on them incessantly, they might just do it. Interesting. They've, Sonafin, who's been playing Thermite repeatedly, will switch to the Ace, Kitchen and Dining, the final attack. Instead of going for maybe a meeting stage plant like we saw Mystic Academy do and using that Thermite, they could still go for it using maybe a Selma Charge to open up the attic wall and then, well, Selma Charge or 2 to open up the stage wall. Not as easy to do with the Ace. It'd be a little bit more awkward. They tried to clear out the roam last time and were wildly successful doing it, so it might just be switching operators or bringing that out to accentuate the good features of that take. Or that roam clear.
Or just give Son of It a better gun.
Don't dog on the 5.56. I like that gun.
Hey, the AK-12 was nasty, though. I don't know. I'm not going to dog on the 5.56, but the AK-12 is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
Nah,
but
I guess.
I do lose smokes, though. Smokes are pretty nice, though, as well, though. So it's a bit of a trade-off. I feel like smokes can help in such situations. But, hey, let's see if they can clear this room once again. Cordell is pre-firing into the kid's dorm. See if they can find a pick, early pick on someone like Keiko, maybe just rotating, but nobody's there. Warrior last time was the early precipitant of death. He just walks in, peeks the doorway, doesn't know somebody's playing white stairs and loses his life, but it was Perseus, another player. They're actually using 2 Selmas on this wall, so they're doing full utility-wise, pushing these roamers, which could lead to have problems if they're trying to go for that stage plant later on, and Neb's still waiting for a shock until.
Oh, probably. I doubt they're going for a stage plant now. I'll probably use the final Soma Charge to open up the kitchen single panel would be my guess and go for a plant on that side. Nade goes in, but unfortunately sails not only high above Weston's head, but far to the right as well. So he doesn't even have to change positions or feel the need to relocate after that. Cordell instead will try to move below or throw something on white. I think destroys maybe some utility? Question mark? Barbed wire maybe, but that's still that's still half the nades wasted for the attack, and, well, lost the opening pick as well. Moshizo uses her EE1D, and right as she does, Devil takes her down pretty soon after. Roam clear going much, much worse for Emergence compared to where it was last time.
Yeah, no kills so far, and they're just waiting positions. Nobody from Emergence pushing. Percy say that, just like kills at Weston. And there's 2 kills, though, for Natural. Can he get the second, though? No, never mind. Son of Finn will finish him off. And then that leaves still Kaikyo playing up here, and he's going to back off, knowing he's wasted time. The kills are in their favor. Well, that might be in their favor, but at least they've wasted enough time and, you know, enough death has happened that they're just going to wait for the rest of the players to try and make the execute. But still, Cordell's alive, though, so he could still Actually, he's not playing vertical though.
No. Cordell isn't playing vertical, but Sonafin is still alive, so if they want to go for a kitchen plant, they still have that Soma charge to open up the single panel and make covering the bomb going down a whole hell of a lot easier. Perseus 2 moving over to that side. Cordell probably just probing for any weaknesses, seeing if he can make it work. He'll take down the mute jammer on that wall, so we'll likely see Sonafin move over and use his final Selma charge on that position. Don't know what the flank drones are looking like for Emergence right now. Perseus takes a little bit of damage from inside the site, knows that one is pushing up the hallway, tags Nebsy down to 1 HP, and that's enough to push the mute off and stave off any sort of flank. Cordell gets the first pick in the final 15 seconds. Devil falls, but Kaikio and Nebsy might have enough time. Nobody's watching. Nebsy can take him off guard, catch Perseus in a lengthy reload animation, pulls out the shotgun too, but it only does 1 damage. Kaikio has 1 second left. Nobody's going for the plant. 3 rounds in a row for Mystic Academy. It might not be flashy, but a win on time gets the job done and saves your chance at making SCS.
What? All right, well, we talked about the first one, the roam, though. The roam clear, unfortunately, was not great. They kind of ran to a wall there. Sure, they opened the wall, but they just kind of sat there. I don't know if they didn't have the intel. Losing Moshizo first maybe was issue 2, but they really couldn't push that roam in a good amount of time. And on top of that, they lost the members. It was a 3v3 going into execute. And look good there for a second there. Cordell getting the entry pick into kitchen, able to make their way through. And then, you see them push through, get those kicks, get in the kitchen. You saw Perseus walk into security, and he has it to control, but he was reloading. Nobody's with him. Allows for then one player to just walk in, take him out. Sure, he gets refrag, but that causes confusion. It causes then players to then back off and think they can't plant in kitchen, go towards stage in the last, 10, 15 seconds, and try and get the plant down. And well, with a Banshee there and not enough time and nobody in position, they couldn't get the plant down. It seems like it was a bit of a mishmash of late decisions that unfortunately caused them to lose the round.
And now Mystic get a chance on the defense. We were very worried for their chances on this side, ironically enough, given Oregon. We were very worried about their chances on this side early on, but they've seemed to turn a new face, even though maybe that final round wasn't the best in the world. Their new strategy on basement certainly seemed solid. They'll make one adjustment though, Benny. They'll move Nebsy to the Tachanka, but honestly, sure, you don't have the mirror windows. This is still good. You get the deployable shield. The Tachanka can hold Freezer, sure, without a mirror window, but still fairly effectively. Am worried about Devil and Kaikia right now, we'll say.
I don't know how much damage that even Miles even got at the mirror windows too. They weren't even that seem that helpful. Because they went for mostly for back tower stakes too. So
True. Good point.
So I think it's a good change. Bring the shield, bring the the Shamika launcher. Devil getting aggressive, trying to find any kills he can, but he's finding nobody. He's gonna back off, and so far, it's that same kind of clear from Emergence. It's going from one side to another. But this time we see there is one alone roamer and Kaiko up in armory. This kind of test if Emergence are fully clearing the map. Because otherwise, now Kaiko once again is gonna try for a flank like he did that first round, way back in that first round for Mystic, and if you see if he can get it off this time.
I mean, on the one hand, seeing Kaikio going back to Redding after, well, the one attempt they won basement, he was playing on the site. Hell, he might need to make a play fairly soon. Unfortunately, now Weston, who was getting a little bit aggro on back tower stairs, Warrior spots him out, takes him down. And what do you know, Benny? Now that Kaikio is ratting an armory, we don't have a pillar player. Funny how that works out sometimes.
But it looks like it's, I don't know, pillar play is important if they're not going for back tower though. It looks like they're going for a Freezer laundry take. Warrior is going to be the only one going for that misdirection though, so maybe the pillar player is important though, because without that pillar player, maybe at that point it will allow for Warrior to push through, get the flank off those players. Kaiko waiting for a position, and he's in a prime spot to stop this laundry push.
It's fine. Nobody's watching main stairs anyway, so it doesn't really matter. He can just take the head off of Sonafin, cut it down to the floor, and, well, sprint right back into the arms of Cordell. So that rat play, you bet the entire round on, well, didn't really matter in the end, unfortunately. Natural to 1v4, familiar position for the basement round, actually. False. Well, Benny? I ain't even gonna say it. I ain't even gonna say it.
If Kaikio was playing Pilly, he might have stopped Warrior.
It's the commentating version of the punch Ali never gave Foreman.
Dude, if he had just been, because that round was going, like, wasn't too crazy. Sure, they got the opening pick, but they still have to go into that laundry freezer tech, which can be difficult.
But Benny,
in the end, the issue is Warrior going back tower and nobody being
Where
in a
was
position
he?
to stop him.
where was he, Benny?
He was back
Where did he
tower,
enter
going
from?
into
He entered from
going
back
into-
tower.
yeah.
What?
And he went down
Don't
the
tell me.
stairs.
Don't tell me. Where did he go after back tower stairs?
He walked into a place with a pole.
Aw, shucks.
And
Well-
Keikyo, he went 1 for 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Unlucky. Now instead, Emergence.
Dude, no, we want to bet if they're gonna rush or not.
Oh God, no, no,
It's the same exact play.
no, no, no! Not the bees! Ah! Nah, they ain't gonna rush. They're not gonna do it.
I know you can only blitz so many times in football,
No,
but
they're
this
not gonna
isn't
do it.
football. Please just blitz.
They're not blitzing.
No, they're not. You can tell from the setup and the mud people around.
I'm making my angry face.
Hey, maybe this time they'll have a much better time clearing the round. Maybe
shut
maybe
up.
this time.
I do want
Maybe
to
this
highlight, by the
time
way,
they'll
here's what I will say. Emergence, they are doing very
wait.
well. Only one player not dropping double digits.
If Keikyo can just maybe walk down the stairs, cause some chaos.
Son of Finn is literally alone, dude. He's literally alone.
I'm telling you, if Keiko just walks down the stairs, pushes Son of It and kills them, this could be different. Just
You didn't drone it!
yeah.
You haven't droned it, Weston! You don't know! You don't know he's bottom! You don't know he's bottom white stairs!
Come on, Keiko, kill him!
Find
Kill him,
out.
Keiko!
Keiko.
Yes!
Come on! Come on!
Push
We're almost
faster.
there!
Stop
Keep
hesitating.
going! Keep going!
Keep going!
Keep
There
going
we go.
in! Cordell
Open up the
might have
ball.
pushed down.
Push down.
There's only one guy left. Only one guy left on the site. There we go. They're starting to move in.
Yes.
Moving in through laundry. There's Nebsy to cut them off. Two players have now moved down laundry stairs, and Cordell's got to deal with both of them. A nade lands right at his feet, and it forces him out of position. Nebsy and Natural both get 2 of their kills, and Warrior, who opened things up, stuck in the 1v4. They're on match points. They have a little bit of a buffer. So if he loses this round, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's much cleaner to close it out here. Bomb gone down right as he switches weapons?
Did he switch weapons? I don't think he did he?
Did he throw a C4?
Oh yeah, he's gonna throw C4. Yeah, he's gonna throw C4. Unfortunate timing.
I couldn't tell. He couldn't pull it out right as it happened.
Yeah, he was putting his gun down and taking it.
Oh
grabbing
my
it.
God, I'm so angry. I am actually so angry.
I should have bet on that because they didn't rush actually, so I don't know what game count does it.
I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it, Benny.
They did it 4 times this match. 4 times. They run that same strat every single basement defense. And finally, Missy Academy take advantage of the fact that Son of Finn's the only one on site. And at that point, then just cut down the roamers who are rotating back to site. Sure, Westing did die early due to just not having information, which is still sad, but great job to at least to Miss Academy to finally recognize the strat. And now we go on to their defense where they can end it right here. But again, this has been a site they've won and lost in the past. And hopefully this time they can change things up. But even on the bunker style defense they did before, they've had issues staving off members like Warrior.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Roll up my sleeves again.
5 seconds to go.
Is Keiko gonna rat? You wanna bet on that?
Fell down. I will throw my water bottle on my monitor. If I catch this dude ratting, I am lobbing it in my monitor. Wait, he's not on this. Okay, he's in freezer. Okay.
No, he's in freeze for the moments. Yeah, he's not upstairs anymore. He's not roaming.
So, if they're going for the setup that won them their basement round, looking pretty good. They have all their bases under control. They can use the mirror window to hold off a laundry and freezer push. They have players stationed at the bunker doorway and inside a pillar. They have a lot of the spots you need to make sure you can effectively contest anybody moving down to that bottom floor, especially considering that only thing Emergence are going for is, I believe, Son of Finn with the Heart Breach. So it's difficult to open up all these hatches and some walls if you want to. Emergence are pigeonholing them. Pigeonholing their own take because of that. And now Mystic Academy, based on the setup, going back to their success, can capitalize off of that.
Yeah, I kind of liked how Mystic Academy brought like can openers. I'm surprised that we still don't see Emergence doing that whatsoever. With like, can the Lion actually bring can openers? I don't think it can. I don't know if it can or not, but they, like the fact they need something other than just Son of Finn with those exothermic charges. Because otherwise, if you're going for that kind of play, you would be going for bunker, then open up bunker, but there's a mute jammer there, so you'd have to somehow deal with that mute jammer. Though last time the big thing was having someone play pillar, someone play barrels here, so they could stop that back tower take. And well, now we're gonna see if they could walk into, because even with the same strat, we've seen where Emergence were able to deal and somehow get kills on players near mirror windows or players by freezer or by the bomb chassis, despite there being a mirror window on that closet wall. So we'll see if Emergence can do that once again. But so far, it's just them, opening up hatches, do what they need to do, and time's running out.
A bomb has been located.
We opened up those hatches with a minute 10 seconds remaining, so not the worst thing in the world. They can still make something happen. They only have 3 flashbangs, unfortunately, but with a couple concussions as well. Even some smoke grenades, it's doable if you want to go for an E-box drop. There's nobody playing directly inside a pillar. I will say that. Natural can still hold the angle, but Kaikyo might have to push out, but I feel like at this point they might be aware that it's a back tower take. For the moment, you can see Natural starting to eye big tower a little bit more. The smoke goes for a swing, and there's even a Z-ping, but it comes a little bit too late. Warrior loses his head. He'll be sitting on the sidelines for the final 30 seconds of round number 7 between Emergence and Mystic Academy. Perseus sends in a late nade, but he's only throwing it at ghosts right now as nobody's entered there. Nebsy getting a little bit over-aggressive inside a bunker will lose his life. There's still players to hold the entry to that doorway, and Natural's going huge right now inside of the site. Tagged up, or combined with Weston, going very well, but now we're at even 2v2. Oshizo gets a nice priest fire as the flames of hell explode in her face. Perseus, the only one left separating an Emergence victory in SCS, and he...
There was no time left. He just run in. Hey, another OT game, all
Shut
15 rounds.
I don't want to hear it.
Oh man, but hey, a game between Emergence and Mystic Academy over with. That's round 7. At least that's round 7, a round 7 game done with, and either we'll watch someone else's POV if someone has one, or we'll go into...
There's only like 2 games remaining, so I don't think we have... Though one of the teams is Chronic Whoop-Ass, I will say, so we might have a POV for that game, but usually when the games go kind of late like this one, we don't usually cut to POV. What? From Ace the Ultimate Arbiter, what we do on stream, so if he decides differently.
Up to him. Up to Fermi. But otherwise...
What? I get you're probably gonna lose, but don't sprint like that. Just at least try. At least try.
Wasn't that a great game, Lynx?
Here's the thing, is like, when the rounds were like playing out how they should, it wasn't actually like a bad game. Like, it wasn't the greatest thing I'd ever seen. It was like okay.
Yeah.
But it wasn't bad when they were playing like normal people.
When they were playing like normal people. How many times was that?
That's the thing. I don't know, man. I want to be honest, I'm sorry. I lost it a lot there. Probably a little bit not unprofessional on my part, but like, I'm sorry.
There's a lot of anger. Anger.
It's also probably because I know Natural and Warrior, and I want them to do better.
And then they show you that.
Yeah. Anyway, as we said, that was one of the final games of Bracket 7, though it is not done yet. Do still believe we have until the results for...
Daddies versus Chronic Whoop-Ass and Raven versus Yo-Yo Dog.
Yeah, so those results are obviously not in yet, and get the results to you as soon as possible once those games end. But Benny, assuming that paging for May, Do we have another stream? I don't believe we do. Just checking. All right, I received word from Mission Control. We do not have a stream to cut to, so instead, I will just thank Mavix Gaming Chairs for their support for SCS. Go to mavix.com/NerdStreetGamers and get a nice, sweet, custom gaming chair. Well, not like custom. You can't build one yourself, but you get one that is customized to fit your needs and your preferences for as low as $22.22 a month. That is, once again, mavix.com/NerdStreetGamers. You want a gaming chair endorsed by pro players like the likes of Scump, the CDL GOAT? I already said the link twice, so you should probably know where to go. It's also on the screen, so you can just like type it in on your other monitor right now. So, yeah, I feel like I made the point. Round number 7 is almost done. We'll be back after a short break to get to the final game of the night, round number 8, and then after that, we'll see who's making it to close qualifiers. We'll outline the bracket, but we still have a short break between now and then. We'll see you in just a few minutes.